Principle is where the darkness comes from, and that's where all the bad stuff comes from because they go straight into Oye Kumenji and they're like, oh, that's when death and Yami and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, you there was no material, and it's the same thing they do in Igbo stories. It's like there was no material locate like realm until there was material realm. It was just not. It was just not chaos, but it's just like it's all spiritual, and it wasn't manifest, so therefore it was nothing. And then when light came, and you had to have light out of the darkness to make the material realm, and that's where it started. But it's like, and then once you have light, it has to reflect itself, and it has to go back to the dark and has to go back to the feminine, and that's how it starts. So it's like people don't just associate the darkness with everything nefarious, but it's like those things came later, much later, not at the beginning. Like all this Ajagun and negative spirits and all stuff, they were not created in the very beginning. They were created later, or came in existence later from other things that deviated from the purpose. So, yeah, even sometimes I slip and think about that. I'm like, as soon as you say dark, like I immediately have this Abrahamic Western view of darkness equals bad, but it isn't. It's just, it is what it is. And I know how you talk about like how you like to walk in the dark and learn things and stuff. And I can't do that. Like my taboo is like it's funny, I gotta have a nightlight, which is funny. It's funny to me because my mom, without ever being in IFA, without ever practicing this tradition, my mom always gave me a nightlight, even when I was as like a teenager. And then when they told me that was in my Odu, I just started cracking up. I was just like, okay, I feel less dorky. But it was something about I always had to have some type of source of light or I couldn't go to sleep. I wasn't comfortable because I feel like all these different, even when I was a child, I felt like these things looking at me. And then as I got older and started progressing my spirituality, I actually started seeing these things.